Okay, good morning, all the participants of today's webinar, and welcome to this exciting webinar organized by Tally Solutions Private Limited in association with Tally Globe Rwanda Limited. My name is Rupesh, and I'm honored to be your host for this session. Today, we have a unique opportunity to delve into the world of Tally Prime, a groundbreaking software solution that is transforming the business management and accounting practices worldwide. But before we dive into the depth of Tally Prime, allow me to introduce Tally Globe Rwanda Limited and share some insights about the company. Tally Globe Rwanda Limited is a dynamic and innovative company that plays a pivotal role in empowering businesses in Rwanda. We are the master partner of Tally Solutions, having more than 10 years of experience in Tally software sales, implementation, customization, etc. We have a dedicated team of experts who work closely with the businesses to understand their unique needs and tailor Tally solution to suit their business requirements. Now, let us focus to the star of the show today, Tally Prime. Tally Prime is more than just an accounting software. It is a comprehensive business management solution. It simplifies complex business processes, making it easy for organizations to maintain their accounts, manage inventory, generate reports, and comply with the statutory requirements. With the Tally Prime, businesses can streamline their operation, reduce errors, and make data-driven decisions with confidence. It is designed to be a user-friendly software and can be customized to suit the needs of a wide range of industries, from small business to large enterprises. One of the hallmarks of Tally Prime is its global reach and popularity. It is trusted by millions of businesses and professionals worldwide. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the vibrant markets of Kigali, Tally Prime is a universal solution for businesses all sizes and sectors. Whether you are a retailer in India or you are a manufacturer in Rwanda, Tally Prime can adapt to your unique requirements and help you to achieve operational excellence. We are thrilled to have you join us today to explore the world of Tally Prime and understand how it can transform your business operation. Throughout this webinar, we'll be providing you a comprehensive demonstration of the software, showcasing its features and capabilities. So without further ado, let us get started and embark on this enlightening journey into the world of Tally Prime. Thank you for being here with us today, and we look forward to an engaging and informative session. So now I would like to introduce my colleagues from Tally Solutions, Mr. Prasad Selvam, the country manager, and also Mr. Sheikh Salman, product manager. So now I'm handing my mic to Mr. Prasad. Mr. Prasad.
Thanks a lot, Rupesh. Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome you all for the webinar session. It's very happy to launch or to introduce the Tally software to all the Rwanda people. And as Rupesh ji mentioned, he's one of the master Tally partner, and he's he set up his offices in Rwanda. As he mentioned, he provides support, services, implementation, end-to-end support for the product. So once again, we're happy to associate or happy to connect with you all. I hand over the session to Mr. Sheikh Salman, who is a product expert. So he will take us through the Tally futures and some of the key Tally futures which is available in the market today. So he will take us through that. Thank you. Over to you, Salman.
Yeah, thanks, Prasad. So, hi everyone. Good morning to you all. So, hope you all are doing good. And myself, Sheikh Salman, and I'm from Tally Solutions. And today I'll be taking you through the Tally product, like how the business management solution is built in Tally Prime. And we'll be saying some features of Tally Prime. Like I'll be taking you over the interface of Tally Prime application. and even I'll be showcasing you some accounting part of Tally and how Tally has handled it. And later we'll move it on to inventory part, like how we'll maintain inventory and what are the different kind of reports we can extract through inventory. And later on we'll discuss some more features about that. So let's begin with Tally solution. Like first we'll be going to, as I told, I'll be taking you through the interface of the Tally. So I hope you all can see my screen, and this is the Tally Prime application what we have, and it looks like this. And you can see I have loaded data, that is I have loaded my company, I have maintained my company in Tally, and some there are some data into it, and you can see the information of the company like company name, the date of last entry, and you can see the period what I'm into currently and what is the current date I have. Okay, so this is the basic this is the home page what we call of Tally Prime. And across the screen you can see all the features, like all the options. That is on top you can see company data, exchange, import, export. So these are all the options you will be getting it throughout the product. Like wherever you go in the product you will find these options, and these options are like a key options to you wherever you go. Like wherever, in whichever screen you are, you can access anything. And also it is like you can access any screen from anywhere in Tally Prime. So this is the major highlight of the Tally Prime. That is wherever you are in the product, you don't need to worry. You can just access any report from any screen, and you can even do several tasks, like you can perform multiple tasks. So this is the basic interface, and I'll just show you like how it looks like. And you can see this is the company, and once we click on this company, we'll be getting all the features related to company, what we have, like creating a company, changing the company, selecting and shutting the company. And we have certain features of remote access, browser access, so we'll be discussing it later. And we have some options of features, security. And you all can see like what are all options are related to a company. It has been put together, and you don't need to go here and there for finding these features. You will directly get under an option. So this is how we have designed it. And similarly you can see even for data, you have backup, you have restore, you can split the data. Like if you are maintaining the data in a single company for multiple financial years, you can split it and you can use it. And even you can, if there is any issue with your data, you can repair it, you can just configure your data path. So these are all options we have related to company. And similarly we have some kind of exchange options, like synchronizing your data. We have even the option to synchronize your data from different branches. And you all can see even we have import facility, where you can import the data from XML, like from one company to another company. And also we have brought up a new feature in Tally Prime latest version, that is you can import the data even from the Excel. So if you have some data in the Excel, even you can import that. And you can see those data in the Tally and you can access it. And similarly we have for export, like you can even export the data in various formats. Like you can export your reports, you can export your transactions, you can export your invoices. So you have some options to export. And there are different kind of formats which we have supported, that is JPEG, PDF, Excel, XML. So these are the supported formats what we have. Like if you want to export, you can export it in those formats. And even if you can share it through email, if any document to be shared, you can share it through email. Or even we have brought up a new thing, that is WhatsApp. Before it was not available, but now in Tally Prime 4.0, which is not yet launched, so the beta phase is running on. And soon the release will be in the market. And the features of WhatsApp you will be getting in this. And you can access, you can send your reports, you can send your invoices through WhatsApp directly, instead of installing some other applications. You can directly interact from Tally itself through WhatsApp. So this is the new feature what we have bought. And coming last to the thing is, that is printing. So you can print various reports. You can connect to your printer with Tally, and you can print various reports, invoices, and even some other reports such as outstanding. So everything, whatever in Tally, whatever the report you have the access to print it. And there are some even configurations that is listed below in all of these options. And finally, we have some kind of help. So if somewhere the Tally user is getting stuck, or if someone is facing a problem, so there is an option in Tally Prime, that is help. So this, all these options, like whatever I have explained you on the top, all these top options will be available across the product. So you don't need to come, like you don't need to escape, and you don't need to come back to the screen to access these options. So these options will be available across the product, and even this help will be available to you. You can use it via shortcut, or you can just click on this, and you can access these options. Like there are some settings, troubleshootings, and even you can upgrade your versions from product, and even you can see the about, like what is the Tally Prime, what is the Tally Prime version you are using, what is your system name. So everything can be seen here, and you can see the data information as well, and the computer information as well. So many people, they might not know what is my computer name, what is my operating system. So everything Tally fetches here. So in Tally itself, you can just see what my system is, and you can even see your hard disk information as well as RAM thing. So these are all related to help. And also we have some kind of Tally help, that is we have given a Tally help, that is a separate site given for the users of Tally. So wherever they need a help inside the Tally, like in the accounting or somewhere, or while creating some transactions, they need some help. So just they can access this help. So this will be directly redirected to a portal, so where they can access the Tally help, and they can search for relevant documents, and they can refer it, and they can bring it in use. So this is the basic interface what we have, and you can see this is the main page what we have. This is we called as gateway of Tally. So you can see above, there is a head there, that is gateway of Tally, and inside that we can see some masters, transactions, and utilities, and finally we have reports. So from perform any task, like if you want to maintain some transactions, or if you want to pass some transactions, or if you want to do some invoicing. So the basic thing what you have to do is you have to create some masters. So masters is nothing but coming to your ledgers, stock items, your units, your go downs, your locations. So everything will be you will be getting it in masters. So all accounting related and inventory related masters you will be getting in this. And I'll just show you the basic features what we have in Tally, that is the features of company. So this is the company features screen, where you can see a lot of options here, that is accounting, inventory, taxation, online access, payroll, and others. So these are features you will be getting it in Tally. And taxation and compliance, so this is country specific. We have not supported for all the countries yet. So we are into UAE now, we are into Kenya, Ghana. So these are countries are supported as of now. But slowly we are moving to other countries, and we are understanding the taxation and the compliances of the other countries. And soon we'll be covering the taxation and compliance part 2 in the Tally of all the countries. So these are all the features what we have. So just to give a glance, we have cost centers. We can maintain cost centers. We can calculate interest. And coming to the inventory part, we have price levels. We can maintain different batches. We can maintain the batches, and we can give some expiry dates and manufacturing dates for those batches. We can even do job order processing. We can cost track, and even we can do job costing. And you have some options like discount columns in invoices, and actual in bill quantity columns in invoices. And coming to the online access, we have something called browser access for report. This is nothing but we have given a feasibility to the Tally user. So he can access any Tally reports in his browser, like not in application, in the browser. So either he can use mobile, or his laptop, or his tab. So in any device, if he opens a browser, he can just access the Tally reports what we are providing in Tally Prime. And he can take some actions over there, like he can download the report, he can change the period from the report. So he can do it on the browser, not in the application. And same thing we have for remote access and synchronization. So remote access, we have in this user can access the Tally remotely. Like if you are sitting in one location, and one more user you have, he's sitting in some other location, and if he want to access your tally and your data, so you can even provide him the access to tally to use the data and to access the tally. And the same thing we have even for synchronizations, like if you are maintaining different data, if you are having a different branches across the globe, and if you want to segregate, or if you want to consolidate the data, like if you are maintaining a head server, and like uh, you want all the data to be consolidated in the same server, so you can synchronize the data and you can get the data at once. So synchronize is a feature where you can fetch all the branches data in a single location. And we have payroll, so you can maintain payroll, like we can maintain employees, you can create their pay heads, you can create their masters, like you can give their salaries, you can pay their salaries, you can compute their salaries, and you can print their pay slips, you can send the email to the employees for the pay slips. So these are all features we can do in payroll. So I'll just move on from here. So these are the features what we have overall in the product. So let's begin with the accounting thing. So just I want to show you a simple demo of how a master can be created. Like if we just go to create, so we have certain options here, that is accounting masters, inventory, payroll masters, and statutory. So under accounting masters, you can see some options like group, ledger, cost center, currency, rate of exchange, voucher type. So these all masters are available for under accounting. You can create certain groups, you can create ledgers, you can create cost centers, you can create currency. So this is like you are creating a bunch of masters to use it in transactions, and there is no limit of creating any master. Like you can create unlimited masters. So based on your requirement, the data can be created. And I'll just show you a simple demo of creating a ledger. So I am into a ledger creation screen, so where I can create a ledger here. So I can just create a ledger called John. So he is my customer, so I'll just move him under the group as sundry data. So you can see I have mapped it under sundry data. So the groups everything will be predefined, and it is already made available to you all in Tally Prime, so you don't need to create any group. And the default groups will be mapped across the reports. So if any reports you open, like based on their grouping, that is the self grouping, the reports will be available, and you don't need to do anything to get the exact report. So the reports everything will be automated. So you just need to focus on creating masters and passing the transactions. So rest everything Tally will be taken care. And this is some kind of experience what you get, like you will be getting list of groups. So you have some 28 groups in the Tally by default. It covers all the scenarios, and it covers all the groups, like all the commerce group. And if you want to create additional groups, even you have an option to create. Like if we just move on to the top of the list, we can see the option create, or else we can simply press alt C to create a group. Wherever we are into a master field, we can just press alt C. It is a shortcut to create a secondary master. So this is something like you are just mapping to a default group. I'm just selecting sundry datas, and I'm selecting the currency of my ledger. And you can see some options like addresses, and there are some options is to provide provide multiple numbers, and even for WhatsApp, and even the bank details can be provided here, and the tax registration details. So this is the basic interface of the ledger creation. So the same kind of interface you can even see in the stock item as well for the inventory. Like if I just drill down to the stock item, so you can see it's asked for the name. I can just give the name as the stock item, and even I can provide the part number of the stock item. I can give the aliases of the stock item. I can even map it under a group like finished good, raw material. We have certain groups here, so we can map it under certain groups. We have some option to select units, like in which unit you are measuring this item. So this is like you are selecting the unit of measure for this item. And there are some costing method provided by Tally, like you have a various costing methods which are listed here. And I'm not going into detail of this stock costing methods. You might be knowing all these methods already, and these are the methods which are available for costing. So based on your business and based on your accounting you can just go with this and you can select your costing methods here. And even we have an option to provide the opening balances for items, and even for ledgers as well we have option to provide opening balances. Like as soon as you get the tally application, you might not have done some transactions and you might have some balances in your ledgers. So where do you put over there? You can just put it over here. You can just enter the balances in the opening balances field, and you can accept it, like how I do here. Like I'm just giving a quantity of 100 and I am providing the rate and I'm just accepting it. So this is the kind of screen where you can just mention the opening balances of the ledger. So these are all like it is a master creation screen what we get. Like if you just drill down to the create, you can get all the options of masters in a single screen. You don't need to go here and there. Everything will be listed in the same screen. And even you can alter those. Like if you even go to alter, you can just select some ledgers or some items to alter it. Like if you want to change their name or if you want to change their group, so everything can be altered. So it is not like once you are done, once you have created a master, it is final. It is not like that. You have an option to even alter those. And a report we have for chart of accounts, that is we can see a report like how many ledgers we have created. You can see here these are all my ledgers and it is listed under the groups. Like I have certain ledgers in low sundry debtors. You can see here I have factory staff. I have created it under loans and advances, and I have certain bank accounts which I have created under bank accounts. So all the ledgers, stock items, whatever I have created, I can see it in a single screen here. So this is my chart of accounts what I have, and you can even I'll just even show you for stock items. So these are all my stock items. It is listed under the group. So just if you want to just see a particular group, you can even filter it out here. You can filter out and you can just look into a single group stock items, or even you can change it. Like you have an option here to change the view, like stock item view. If you just want to see the stock item view, you can see only stock items, not the groups, and this will be listed in this interface. Like you will be getting it in detail, like name of item, this group, and what is the unit selected, what are the opening balances of those. So you can just change the view from here and you can look into this. So this is the basics of masters what we have, and we have more over in this masters, but I can't cover everything in this session. So I'm just showcasing you the brief part of the masters. Like you can create masters, you can manage masters, you can alter those, you can see it in a single report. And coming to the next thing, that is we have vouchers. So coming to the voucher part, so this is our voucher. Like you can see this is a voucher creation screen, and you have certain voucher types here. You can just look into my right side that we have some options for contra, payment, receipt, journal, sales, purchase, and also other vouchers. So in other vouchers, we have different voucher types. So these are the default voucher types available in Tally. So you don't need to create the voucher types again. So you have some default voucher types. You can simply select it and you can pass the transactions. So that will be available in your reports. Like I'll just show you by passing a purchase. Like I'll just switch to a purchase, and you can see this is my purchase voucher type. And if as a company, as a accountant, if I want to purchase something, or if I want to purchase some service or goods, so what do? I need to pass a purchase voucher. So let me just have a look. Like I'll just give a look like how it can be passed. It will just ask me a number for a purchase, and here I have an option to enter the supplier invoice number which I get, and I can select the party master here. Like I have created a past party masters. I'll just select it. So I have created John, and you can see it is asking me the name of items. So where I can select my name, my item name. I can select the go down. I can select the quantity here. So it firstly asks from which to which go down you are going to purchase, and I can select a go down from here. I can mention the quantity which I have purchased, and simple giving the rate, the amount will be automated, and you just need to accept it. And here it asks for purchase ledger. That is whatever you do, it is not like it is a single interest system. So Tally Tally everywhere it accounts like a double entry system. So wherever there is a credit, there should be a debit, or wherever there is a debit, there should be a credit, because the balance sheet, the trial balance should match. Like if you just pass a credit transaction and there is no debit amount, so you can't see your balance sheet tallied, and even the trial balance will mismatch. So you have a certain, like you have a complete care of taking care of this debit and credit. You don't need to worry. This is, we have some modes of invoices. I'm just showing you in a simple purchase mode. So I'll just select a purchase ledger, and you can see this is my purchase and I'm done. And even the people who have no idea about accounting, like what to debit and what to credit, even he can pass this voucher in a simple way. Like he can just select a party, and he have to select the item, he have to give the quantity rate. So that's it. He don't need to remember like what I have to credit or what I have to debit. So he don't need to bother on that. And we have some other modes. Like we have other mode, we can just go to change mode. So in change mode, you can see we have it as a voucher. So here people should be like they should be like very well known, like what I have to credit and what I have to debit, to get the proper reports and to get the proper summary. So this is the different mode of voucher creation. You can select your party and you can just debit your purchase. So this is like you are accounting it manually. There is no auto, or there is no auto intervention here. So you are, everything you are getting, you are doing it manually. So this is a different kind of mode of voucher. So people, for the faster entry mode, they will always prefer this item invoice or accounting invoice mode, so that the task will be easy. And the people or the staff who is sitting on the system for accounting, so his task will be even simpler. Like he don't need to remember what things I have to put it here. So it is very simple now. So this is the like this is the interface of voucher creation. And also you can see similarly for sales. So this is sales, and the same kind of experience you have here. Like you can just simply select the party, you can select the item you want to make a sale, select the go down from where you are selling it, you can mention the quantity rate, and the amount is automated. So simply select the sales ledger and you can accept. So this is this screen I just want to explain you, like this is the bill by screen. Like this is the screen where we are maintaining his outstanding in a organized manner. Like we are creating his reference number, and we are tracking his due days here, and we are selecting a reference, like new reference. When a new sale happens or when a new purchase happens, we'll go with new reference. And this is how we just accept this. So this, actually the bill wise thing, everything will be impacted on your outstanding reports. So basically when you see your outstanding reports, the reports will be in very organized manner, and all the reports will be designed as per the requirement. Like you have an option to even change the view of those reports. So I'll just take you uh, to the reports later. So this is the sales invoice what I passed, and let me show you, even you can even print these invoices from the tally. That is the, I'll just open the sales invoice which I have passed. I'll just page up the screen. So this is my sales invoice, and you can see I have an option to print. As I told, these all options, the top options will be available to you across the product. So you don't need to search for anything. You just need to click on print. So this is current. I'm printing the current invoice. So here I have an option to preview the invoice, like how it looks like. So this is the, I'm previewing it. So this is my invoice, and you can see all the relevant fields here. Like I'll just zoom it. So you can see my company information is on the top. You can see the buyer and consignee information. You can see the invoice number details. You can see the description of goods, its quantity, and the amount which is chargeable in words, and the authorized signatory in the below. And there is some brief declaration. So this is the view of the invoice, and we have certain invoices mode, like simple invoice and normal invoice. So this is a normal invoice, and one more mode we have, that is simple invoice. So everywhere, wherever you do anything, you have an option to configure. So like if you want to change something from the document or from the report, you have an option to configure. So you will find this configure everywhere. Like you can see here, we have option to F12 configure. We have even here. So you can see the preview of the simple invoice mode now. So this is my simple invoice mode where you can see the format, which is completely different what we see initially. So this is like you are printing just a simple invoice. So this is the invoicing part. So I hope the invoicing, the master creation was very clear. And coming to the part of reporting now, like what is reporting and what kind of reports we get in accounting. So I'll just go with the accounting reports first. So I'll just explain you what is this, what is daybook. So daybook is nothing but it gives you the summary of, not summary, the detailed list of all the transactions what you have passed in the company. Doesn't matter whether you have passed an accounting voucher or an inventory voucher. So it takes record of all the transactions which is available in your company, and it will list you all those transactions, and you can take different actions from here. Like you can filter certain transactions, you can filter certain group of transactions that you can do. So I'll just change my date, I'll just provide my full period. So I'll just show you how transactions I'll get. So you can see these are all my transactions what I have. So there are some 2500 approx transactions with me, and you can see it is displaying all my transactions. You can see the particulars where I'm getting the ledger's name or the party's name. You can see the voucher type which I have passed. Like you can see different voucher types like payment, contra, sales, receipt, internal sales, and even the voucher number and the debit and credit amount. So there are some other options here to filter it out. Like if you want to just see a particular voucher type, like if you just want to see sales voucher type of all your data, so you can simply select sales here. It will display you all your sales at a single, like you don't need to filter it out by exporting in Excel or by filtering. You can do it here, even in the same screen. So this is the daybook. So as I told, daybook gives you the list of all your transactions in your company. Either it may be a cancelled transaction or it may be an optional transaction. So it gives you the list of all the transactions. So coming to the balance sheet, I just want to show you the view of my balance sheet, how it is provided. So this is our balance sheet, and you can see various groups here. So this will be the basic view of the balance sheet, and even we have some kind of detailed here. You can even detail your balance sheet, like you can just list out the subgroups of your main groups. Like under fixed assets, we have some subgroups like block A, block B, you can see here. And even in current assets, we have some other groups like closing stock, sundry debtors, and cash in hand. So these are all our groups which are falling to a balance sheet. And you can see the interface here. You can see the format how we have it is in a T format. And even we have an option to change the view as well. Like we can just click on change view, and we can change the view to vertical. So even you can see the vertical face of the balance sheet. So the similar kind of experience you will be getting even in profit and loss account as well as in the trial balance. So I'll just showcase you even that. So coming back to this flow, like I just want to say you here, like, so wherever you are getting the report, like I'm into a balance sheet now, and if I want something to be analyzed under this particular group, like I'm coming to here, this is sundry debtors, and I have some doubt in this amount, like, or else I want to just see where from this amount, where the amount is coming from. Like I want some detailed analysis on this. So I can simply press enter to drill down, like how many ledgers I have under sundry debtors and what are their closing balances. You can see here, all the closing balances will be available to you. What is uh, a part of this group, and even you have a drill down again here. Like if you want to see a particular transaction of a party, you can again drill down to it. You can see the monthly summary of his ledger, and again if you drill down, you can see even the transactions as well. So this is the drill down feature what we have inside the tally. Like wherever, in whichever the reports you go, wherever if you are getting an amount, you can just drill down to its final level until you reach out to the transaction. Even you can open his transactions as well. See, I'll just drill down I have just drilled down again. You can just go to the voucher alteration also. So if you want to make some changes even here, you can do it. This is called voucher alteration. So this is like a drill down phase capability what we have from in Tally Prime in every report. So coming to the profit and loss account, so let me just drill down to it. So this is our profit and loss account. So as I said, we have a same format of T, and you can even change the view to vertical. So how I did for balance sheet, and similarly you can do it for P&L account, and also you can detail it for your detailed view, and you can see the balances. And also we have one more thing here, like if you want to analyze it monthly or quarterly. So suppose if you are analyzing it monthly, so how do? You can't every time you can't change the period and you can't see the balances. So you want all the months balances in a single report. So we have an option. There is an auto column option here. I can just select monthly and I can see the balances monthly here. You can see on the top I have a period that is 31st July, 31st August, September, October, November, December. It is continuing. So it displaying me the balances month wise. Even you can change it to, like if you want, you can change it to a half yearly, or you can change it to quarterly. So this is automated. It is not like you have to create the columns or you have to change the period every time. It will be automated. So analyzing the reports or the figures will be even much easier now. So this is the report format of how we get balance sheet, and we have some more reports like stock summary. I'll come to this later. And we have ratio analysis. Even we will be getting the ratio analysis of all your balance sheet items as well as the items of P&L. Also, when we go to this is called display more reports. And in display more reports, we'll be getting some more reports that are relevant to your accounting and inventory. So I'll see the day book, sorry, trial balance. So this is your trial balance where you can see your both like debit and credit balances of your company, what is available here. And even this is in a condensed format. If you want to just change it to a detailed view, you can simply detail it, and it will be in a detailed, like all the ledgers, all the groups will be detailed in a, like it will be detailed, and you will be seeing the figures in detail, like from where the figures are coming. And like even you have an option to drill down here. You can drill down simply and you can drill down until the transaction. So the same capability we have across the reports. So this is the view of trial balance. And even you can go with ledger wise. You can see the ledger wise view here. So see, as I was getting group wise, I just switched to ledger wise, and it is displaying me the ledger wise report here. So we have even some options to change the view of this report. Like if you want to add some columns here, like if you want to see opening balances of this the group or ledgers, or the transactions of this groups or ledgers, you can just simply press F12 here, that is configure. I can enable opening balances, transactions. I can just see the opening balances, what I had, what is the transaction, and what is the final closing balance of the ledger. So this is like you are adding some more additional columns to your report. And this will be like, if you just see it now, like if you have enabled now, and if you again go back, if you come again to the trial balance, it will again give you the same list. So to make the changes and to save the changes, so we have also an option to do that. Like similarly, I'll do it now. I'll go to ledger wise. I'll just enable this transactions and opening balances. So these are my transactions and opening balances figure. I want to save this as a default view for my trial balance. So I have an option here to save this view. Can click on save view, and I can give the view name. So that is trial balance in detail. I can give any name here, and I can just set this view as a default for my trial balance. So now when I just drill down to trial balance, so I'll be getting the balances or figures in detail. So this is some kind of customized you are doing inside the report yourself. And the figures, sorry, the columns, everything can be customized, and even the configurations can be customized, and you can save that for your future reference as well. And not only like you are coming to this trial balance, even if you press alt G from anywhere, like as I told you initially, like you can go anywhere from any screen in Tally. So if I want to go, I don't know, like I am a new user to a Tally now, I don't know where is the trial balance. So simply I can just press Alt G. I can type trial balance here. So I can get those trial balances here. Like in common reports, I have trial balance. In final account reports, we have trial balance. And I have just saved this view, that is trial balance in detail. I can simply press enter. I can view it. Like user, no need to worry. Like he don't want to like remember the navigation where he gets the report and where to go to access the report. So he can just simply press Alt G, that is go to. So go to is like a Google. So you can just press Alt G and you can search anything from there. So you will get it inside the product. So this is how we have trial balance. And coming to the next other reports, I'll just switch to the trial balance again. So suppose if I want to take you through the outstanding reports. So we have I just explained you about daybook. So we have cash flow. Similarly, we have cash flow report. We have funds flow report. So this gives you the overall summary of your cash and funds flow. And accounts book, you have in accounts book you will be getting the ledger reports like individual ledger, the cash or bank book. So what is the cash and bank book? So you can have a detailed summary here, and you will be getting a ledger report of the individual ledger and the performance of the ledger. And also you will be having group summary, like you can see a summary of transactions or summary of a particular group. And you can even see the summary of, or you can see the list of transactions for a particular group. Like if I drill down to a particular group, I'll just get all the transactions related to a single group. And we have some registers here. So these are all the registers which is available voucher type wise, like contra, payment, receipt, sales, purchase register, journal register, debit note, and credit note register. So this is kind of a separate report which we have given it to the every analysis. Like sales, we have a separate sales register. You can drill down here. You can see the sales register, like you can see the summary here month wise, and below you can see the chart of this total. And even you can drill down here to take some necessary actions. You can even export this sales register in Excel to analyze. You can even export it in a pivot table. You can even do that in, even you can see it in a columnar format. Like if you want it in a columnar format, so even you can do that. So it will be like in all the transactions will be displayed in a separate columns, and you will be getting the figures in detail. Like each and every ledger will be created as a separate column, and you can analyze it here. The analyzation will be very easy. The analyzing work, even you can detail it if required. You can detail it. As I told, you will be getting even the detail of your stock items as well here below. So this is the registers, and we have even similarly for purchase and even other voucher types. So it will give you the log of all the transactions like voucher type wise. And finally we have some auditing, like we have a auditing report of verifying the vouchers. And we have something called related party transactions and forex transactions. So this is basically for auditing. And for auditors, like if they want to mark some vouchers as verified, or if they want to mark these vouchers as some forex, so if they do that, so they will be getting the report here. And you can just see this is completely for auditing. And coming to this statement of accounts, you have reports like cost centers, outstanding, and statistics. Outstanding, I just want to show you, like you can manage the debtors or creditors outstanding. You can maintain the outstanding. You can see all the receivables in a single screen. Even similarly, you can see the payables ledger wise. Like I'll just drill down. You can see the ledger wise transactions here. So it will give you all the detail of a particular bill, and what is the pending amount, what is the due date, and when it is going to due, and what is the overdue days. So everything will be seeing it over here. And just coming to this, one more, we have one more format of this aging analysis. Like this is the complete detail of my pending bills. Like you can see on the top we have pending bills, and these are my pending bills. In this you will be getting debit and credit both as well. And if you want to see the ledger wise bills, you can simply click here, ledger wise bills. You can see the bills ledger wise here. You can see the reference name what we have given as a number, and you can see the ledger names. You can see the opening amount of those transactions. You can see the pending amount, like opening amount maybe anything like the first time transaction, and pending amount maybe like debiting or crediting your ledger again. What is the final amount? So you'll be get the final amount here. You can see the due date. You can even see the overdue days here. Also, there is an option to see it in a aging method, like you have an option for aging. So I can just age it by bill date or a due date. So there are some parameters here to give your aging. So just I have mentioned some parameters. So you can see the aging wise report of all your datas and creditors. And this is the complete detailed report of all your datas now. So I have selected a group of datas. So you can see all my transactions are lying in some of the columns of 10 days, 10 to 30 days, or 30 to 60 days. So these are all available in a single report. This report even you can you can export it in Excel, and you can export it in a PDF. So it is like if you want to have a detailed analysis outside the tally, you can even export it and you can do it. So this is all about outstanding, and even similarly you have some reports related to cost centers. So if you are maintaining a cost center, you will be getting a cost center summary, you will be getting a cost center breakup, and also you can see the cost center ledger wise and group wise. So I'm not going into a detail, like you have these reports for cost centers, and statistics will show you all the data, like whatever the data you have in the company, and what are the number of vouchers and the number of masters. So it will give you the complete report here. You can see the number of masters you have here in the right side, and in the left side you can see all the transactions and the numbers and the total which is available. And the total number of transactions what I have is 2553, and 15 are cancelled in that. So including this we have 2553 vouchers. So if someone is asking you like how many number of transactions you have in the company, you can simply go to statistics and you can say him like we have so many transactions. And now coming to inventory reports, we have something called stock summary. So you can see the stock, the summary closing balances here in group wise or item wise. So similarly, like how I showed you the trial balance in a ledger wise format or in a group wise format, the same kind of options you have even in stock summary. You can see the closing balances. Also, if you want, you can see the opening balances. Like you have to just enable this. You can see the outwards and inwards separately. So this is the view. So you can see the opening balances column, you can see the inward outward column, you can see the closing balance. So this is the stock summary of overall overall go downs or locations what you are maintaining. So this is the overall summary of your stock. And coming into the detail, we have some more reports, that is inventory books. In inventory books we have a option to view the summary of stock item, particular stock item. If you just want to see the summary of a particular stock item, you can just drill down and you can see the summary of particular stock item. You have option to view go down wise report, like we have multiple go downs, and if you want to view the summary of particular go down, you can just enter into a go down and you can see the closing balances of the particular go down. Similarly, you can drill down to all the go downs and you can even see, even you have an option here, that is I just showed you auto column. So you can see all the go downs in a same screen again. You can select go downs and you can see I have closing balances of my branch 2, that is my location, and the main location. Altogether, I can see here. I can see it in a detailed format if required. So in a single screen, I can just view it. So it's not necessary to go to each and every go down. You can just drill down to a particular go down and you can create your own column here. And coming to stock group summary, like it will again show you the group summary of your particular stock, like for a particular group, what are all the transactions and what are all the balances we have. And similarly we have for category. So even you can maintain stock category as well. So you can see the category wise report. And we have something called purchase order and sales order. So similarly we have registers. So same kind of report which is available for orders also. You can see all your purchase orders and sale orders in a separate report. And also there are some reports like delivery note register and receipt note register. Even this is a part of inventory. Like if you have done some delivery notes or receipt notes, you can track it in a separate report. And there are some reports for stock transfer journal, like if you are transferring your stock from one godown to another godown, or if you are moving it to a job. So if you are converting it to a raw material, sorry, to a finished goods, so all those stock transfer vouchers will be available inside this. So you can have a separate view of this. Even physical stock, if you are passing any physical stock, like there may be some chances of getting the stock differences in your physical and in your tally. So even you can pass a physical stock to get it corrected. So all those vouchers will be shown under physical stock. And similarly to our statement of accounts, we have statements of inventory as well. So where you can see the stock query of the items, like in a single screen, you can see all the details like purchase and sales, and the closing balance, the cost price, the closing value, the items of similar category. You can see it in a single screen here. And we have an even an option to see the movement analysis of the stock items, like what is the movement, how is the movement, what is the inward of this particular item, or how is the performance of my particular party. So everything can be tracked here, like in movement analysis. So you can see we can have group analysis, we can have ledger analysis, we can have stock item analysis. So coming to ledger analysis, so if you select a particular, so not ledgers, coming to stock item analysis, if I select particular item, let me select this, you can see what is the movement inward which is getting, like who is the supplier and what is the quantity has taken. So what is the outward of this particular item, and who is the party involved. So everything can be tracked in this movement analysis. And also group and ledger analysis similarly. So in group analysis you will be getting again party wise, like above we were tracking it as a stock item wise, but here we will be tracking it party wise. Like if we want to see the movement only for sundry debtors, so we can see item wise movement of sundry debtors, his purchases and his sales. And similarly we have for ledger, where we can select a particular ledger to view his purchase and sales. So transfer analysis is again, it is like if you are transferring your stock items from a location to a location, so you have a separate analysis for events transfer. So this is all about moment analysis. Similarly, we have what aging analysis, like you can see the aging analysis of your stock items. And from here you can decide, like if you are into a business of FMCG goods and you want to keep a track, like the expired items which are going to expire, and when it is going to expire, and when I have purchased, and whether it is a within 45 days item or more than 45 days. So there may be certain parameters. So based on your parameters you can track here. You can see here, I can see all the items which are lying under 45 days, and there are some more items which are more than 180 days, which are lying with me for more than 180 days. I can simply drill down here. I can take an action on it, like why it is not moving, and what is this item, and is there any problem with the item, or is there any problem with my accounting. So I can simply have a track. So this is my aging analysis of stock items. And reorder status, like if you are into a order processing system, so what you do is you will be first you will be seeing the closing balances, and based on your closing balances, the orders you have to place, like you will be placing some orders to the supplier. So to place the order to the supplier, you need to know the status of your ordering. Like you can just drill down to it, reorder status, you can select your order summary. So here you can see what is the closing balance of the stock items, and what is net available with me, and if there are any orders pending, even it will be included here. And what is the reorder level I have to place, like what is the order I have to place, how much quantity, and what is the shortfall I have compared to my reorder level. So everything can be tracked from here. And this is the complete order status. So from here you can decide like which items you want to place an order, and what is the quantity you have to place an order. And similarly you have for stock category as well. And coming to purchase order outstanding, so you have a report. If you have placed an order for purchase and it is still outstanding, you haven't received the purchase, you haven't received the stock, so you can track all your purchase order outstanding here, and what is the ordered quantity, what is my balance quantity, and what is the value of that. And similarly you have for sales bill and purchase bill pending, like if you have purchase, if you have done a order and if you have got the inventory with you, and but the billing, that is invoicing part, is pending, and sales has not been issued to you, or purchase bill you haven't issued to the supplier, so something like that, if you have a pending for accounting, so all those vouchers will fall under this. You can see here it is written as bills received but goods not received, like you have done a payment but you have not received the stock items. So this is something we have in a complete inventory process, we have a complete cycle of purchase and sales, so all these will come under that. And we have even job work, you can do a job work, like if you are into a company and if you are giving your job to some other company to get it done, so you can even have a track of that. You can send the stock items to them, you can send the inventory to them, you can get the job done, and later you can collect those finished products or a semi finished, and you can make the payment to them. So all related reports are available here. I'm not going in detail, but all the reports will be available, made available to you. And finally we have payroll reports, like you can maintain payroll for your employee, you can create your employee, you can just mention what pay heads are we have for that particular employee, and you can pass the transaction to that employee. You can even print the pay slip, like if you want to issue a pay slip, you can even do the pay slip here, like we have pay slip, and you can see this is the format of pay slip what we have. Even we have one more format, that is horizontal. So this is the payslip format, where you can see his details on the top, and below the earnings and deduction details. So it can be printed, or it can be exported in a PDF, or you can even share it through WhatsApp. So we have certain options in Tally, so you can do that. And so you can see here we have some options of exporting as well, like if I press Alt E, export, so I can see current, I can see others, you can see you can export it in a PDF format. So configure, I can change the format to PDF, so there is an option to change the format. So here I can change the format to PDF, and I can export it in PDF format. So this will be exported, and you can see it in a PDF format. So this is how we have a payslip, and even you can print multiple payslips in a single shot. You can even send multiple payslips in a single shot through mail or through WhatsApp. And we have a pay sheet. So pay sheet will show you all the pay head informations of a particular employee, and even you can see it for all the employees at once. And we have similarly for attendance sheet. If you have done some attendance, if you have maintained the attendance of the employee, you can see all the attendance related vouchers in a single voucher, single report. And you can even print the payment advice for the employee, so it will be in this format. So it will be issued to a banker, like who is making the payment. So you can even print the payment advice as well. And we have some other reports like payroll register and attendance register, and it is similarly to the registers what I explained you before for sales and purchase. And employee profile, again you can see the profile of an employee in a single screen, is all details what you have provided in his master. So every detail will be available here as a report. And employee headcount finally, so you can see what are my employees, how many employees I have, what are their earnings and what are their deductions, and what is the net salary which I'm paying to all the employees. So everything can be seen on here. And this is all about payroll reports. Coming to exception reports, we have some other exceptions report, like optional, cancelled, post dated. So you can even pass post dated vouchers inside your tally. And you can even do optional vouchers. Optional vouchers is nothing but you are just passing a voucher, but you are making it optional, so that it won't affect your books of accounts. So similarly, like if you are doing a pro forma invoice to anyone, so you don't want that pro forma to be hitted into your books, so you will be doing it as a optional, so that when the actual transaction happens, you can again make it to a regular voucher. So that option even we have. Even we can see negative ledgers which have gone with the negative balances. We can see the negative balances of the stocks, and we can even see the overdue receivables and payables of the items, like which all parties have gone overdues and which all bills have gone overdues. So everything can be tracked here. It is very simple. Like if you want to do a verification, you can just simply go to this verification reports, and you have some other reports here as well. And also we have some analysis reports. It is completely for audit, like analyzing the data or analyzing the balances. Like if you want to analyze the chart of accounts, so you can just inside, you can drill down inside it. So it is completely for verification purpose, and you can verify all the masters. You will be getting all the masters, your transactions. You can verify it. You can change the date. You can you can set the status. So this is completely for audit. So if auditor is auditing the data, so he will be going through each and every masters and transaction, and he will be auditing whether it has been done in a proper manner. So you can just verify it, and you can set the status as verified. You can see it has been verified. So this is for auditing purpose, and you can even track which ledgers are not used in this company. And you can also see the segregation of the masters which has only transactions, or which has only balances and no transactions, like opening balances, and which are used only in current year. So these all are available for auditors, so they can just have a look into this. And we have something similarly for vouchers as well. So how we got for masters, similarly we got for voucher as well. So if I want to verify these vouchers, so these are my number of vouchers. If I want to verify, I can just simply drill down, and I can verify it by setting the status, so it will be shown as verified. So this is for internal audit, and these are all related to exception reports. And now finally, I just want to show you a topic which is very important, like banking. So under banking, so we have some features like printing the checks. Like you can print the check. Like if you have a checkbook with you, you can just simply print the check instead of writing it manually or writing it physically. You can print it from the system. I'll just show you how it will looks like if you print. So I can just pass a bank voucher, or let me show you in the existing vouchers only. So these are my bank payments, and you can see here I have instrument date, amount here, and even the check printed status is shown here, like it is printed yes or no. It is displaying as no. So let me just show you how I'll print. So I can select my transaction. I can press Control P, print. I can simply print this. So this content will be printed on your check, that is physical check. So date, the bank name, sorry, the bank, the party name, the amount which is in mentioned in digital and also in hours. So both will be mentioned in. And if you want to set the check status as account pay, or if you want to remove it, you can do even that. So this is how we can print the checks inside the tally. So it will be printed on your physical checks. And we can also maintain check register. Like if you have got a checkbook from bank, and if you want to maintain that checkbook in tally, you can do that as well. You have to simply create a checkbook inside the tally. So I have created. So you can see there is a checkbook available here. So you can see all my check numbers are available. I have not yet used it. So if I use this check, so it will be shown, the date particulars will be shown here, and the amount will be shown. So you can maintain the checkbooks as well. And even the post dated summary, if you have passed the PDC, that is post dated check in tally, you can even track, you can have a separate report for that. You can see it in post dated summary. And something, we have deposit slip. So if you are going to deposit some amount in the bank, and if you want to print the deposit slip, you can even do that. So there are formats which is available for printing here. I can just simply press Control P. So it is the deposit slip, which is banker's copy and a customer's copy. So both can be printed, and you can just submit this in the bank. And we have payment advice similarly. So payment advice, as I shown for employees, so similarly we have even for parties. So in payment advice, the payment information along with the party details will be mentioned. You can even see the mode of payment, instrument details, and the amount into it. This is the payment advice. And finally, we have bank reconciliation, where you can reconcile all your transactions, banking transactions. So just to give a simple idea, like if you are depositing a check inside the bank today, but it is realizing a day after or tomorrow. So what you do is you will be passing a transaction today, but the balances which is showing in the bank will be differing to your books, right? The balance in your books and the balance in the bank will be varying. So to reconcile that, so we have this bank reconciliation where you can mention the bank date, so when it is realized, and you can reconcile your books of account on a particular date. So this is all about bank reconciliation, and in bank reconciliation there is an option to even do it automatically. You can simply import the bank statement into Tally so that all your transactions will be auto reconciled. So considering their instrument amount and instrument number, the transactions will be reconciled. So this is all about bank reconciliation, and as I showed you, like these all options will be available across the product. So wherever you go, you will be getting this share, print, export, import. So these options are available throughout the product, and it is made easier to you, like from wherever you go you can access all the reports and you can access all these top available options. So fine, that's it from me. If you have any other questions or any questions, you can just post the questions to the chat box. We'll take it up. And Rupesh, if you want to add something here, you can just please add.
Yeah, if anyone have any questions, please use the chat box. There is a chat option in the below. You can type your questions. We will answer it. Rupesh ji, anything from your end?
No, nothing from my end. Let them ask the questions.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So there is a question from Mr. Leonard, like they would like to repeat a little bit on stock summary. Yes. So as I explained you, like in stock summary, you will be getting all the stock related like balances. It will by default give you the closing balances of all the items, stock items in a group summary. Even you can see it in a stock item wise summary also, and you can even enable transactions like inwards, outward in a separate column there, and also you can have a track of opening balances as well, and even we have some options to detail it. So if you have some maintain some batches, you can also detail the balance, detail the batches. You can see the batches informations also there. So this is all about stock summary, and if you want to know something like specifically, you can just type. Yeah, there is a question again from Christine, like, hello, thank you for the presentation. Is it possible to customize for payroll all regulatory deductions with relevant formulas? Yes, Christian, I would like to say you that, like payroll, we have given option to customize, like you can create various payheads by using relevant formulas. But coming to the regulatory deductions, like how you have statutory compliance part, so that part we are currently not supporting. It may be possible by customizing. So Mr. Rupesh, they will be getting in touch with you to know how and what are the actual requirements there. So Rupesh ji, you can please have a look into this.
Yeah, Salman, we are planning for a customization also in the payroll.
Okay.
So yeah, we started the process and it will be finished very soon.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Fine,
Okay.
Rupesh ji. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Christian, our partner Rupesh ji has already started it. So they will be getting in touch with you regarding how and what can be done. And there is one more question from Bob. Was wondering if one can restrict access to the users. Let's say one can only enter. Yes, yes. This part I have not discussed actually. I'm sorry. You have even the option to have a security control. Like you can give a restriction to a user. As an admin, you will be creating different users in the company, and you will be giving certain rights to the user, like he has to do this work and he can access only sales, he can access only purchase, he can access this report, he can create masters. So that thing you can do completely in the product itself. You can have a complete action on the users. So what do you, there is a question again from Christine, like what do you think causes negative stock balance? Is there a tally prime control to avoid? Yes, obviously Tally Prime avoids you to make negative stock by giving an alert. But still, if you are overriding it, you can even we have given a free this thing to the user that he can just override and he can pass the transactions. But still, if you want to restrict a user by crossing the negative balances, there are solutions already available in the market, and in the Tally you can just go with that. We have a solution already made available by the partner for that. Financial ratio extractions I might have joined later, and this might have been explained before, please. Right? Yeah, I have just shown you the summary of ratio analysis. I have not gone into much detail, but you have an option, you have a separate report for ratio analysis. So we can just have a look there, and we can even drill down. We can see the ratios of all the groups and all the ledgers as well, and even along with the percentages. So no problem, if you have joined late, we will share you the recording as well. You can go through that. So that will be helpful for you. So how to receive payments from customers, how to receive payments from customers in Tally. Yeah, that is what, if you are receiving some payment, we have a separate voucher type for receipt. So you can simply go to receipt and you can pass a transaction so that the amount, what it is incoming to you, it will be accounted in your bank or cash. So there is a question from Amani, like is Tally Prime has option to number ledgers? If I'm not wrong, if you are asking about vouchers, numbering vouchers, invoices, that Tally will do automatically. Whenever you pass a voucher, Tally will be giving a number to the voucher, but not ledgers. So ledger or master, any master doesn't have a number. So they will be having certain index, but numbers will not be allocated. If numbers you want to provide, you can just type it there. It will not automatically provide any numbers. May I know why you want these numbers to be given automatically? Just to have a knowledge, why you need these numbers. You will be getting a separate report. From there you can track all the masters, but numbers I would like to know in detail. There is question from Janvier, from Rwanda. So I have a question about bank account creation in Tally. Is there any way to pay in international currencies? And in case of any errors made in Tally system, how to correct them? Yeah, obviously we have an option to pay and maintain multiple currencies as well in Tally Prime. So you can maintain multiple currencies apart from your base currency, and you can make the payments. So that thing is there. And in case of any errors, you will be getting, if you have made any error, you will be tracking, or you will be not it will be noticed, or you may be noticing in the reports. So there and then you can just drill down and you can correct the errors. It is whatever you do will be shown in the report. So if you are just drill downing in the report and if you are correcting it, so it will be done. So there is a question again from Bob, can one have access to Tally Prime remotely? Yes, obviously Tally Prime has a feature of accessing remotely. You can access it through remote. That is the default feature of Tally, and even it can be accessed in a cloud environment also. If You have a separate cloud, and if you have cloud space with you, even you can install there and you can give an access to the users as well. Again, a question from Christian, like end of year fiscal closure. Is it possible to close fiscal year end of year after all reconciliations such that no any other accountant would enter transaction? Yes, yes. It already we have this module in this security control. So you can, once after the audit, so you can log the period, like you can log the transactions so that it can't be altered. And if you are done with your financial work, if you are done with your financial auditing, you can either split the company and you can keep it separately so that no one can disturb the transaction, and the balances what you have got, that will be considered as final. And there is one more question from Hamani. Does Tally Prime has assets management module? Currently, we don't have a separate module for asset management, but as I said, it can be customized in Tally. So our partner will really, they will help you on in this, like based on the requirement, they will help you in customizing the reports as well.
Yeah, Salman,
Yeah.
we have a very detailed asset management module. We have
Yeah.
customized it, so I will be in touch with the person.
Okay. Sure.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, as Rupesh said, they have a module already made it available for users. There are websites where one can learn Tally Prime like YouTube. Yeah, for learning we have a separate again separate domain for it. Like from Tally side also there are some videos, courses which are available. Even you have Tally blocks, you have Tally helps where you can access the videos of Tally Prime, and you can learn how to use Tally Prime, everything. So our partner will get in touch with you to just let you know how to learn Tally from, and where the videos and how the videos will be posted. So basic videos all are available under a single domain. So we'll help you on this. And once you split the company, would you get the aging report correct if you have pendings? Yes, if you split the company, so considering your balances, you will be getting the aging, but aging will, if you have maintained a batch, like if you have maintained a separate batch or something like that, you can track your aging. But if you have maintained it overall, you can't track each and every age of your item. It will be considered as a whole, and it will be giving you, it will give you the age of a single opening balance. It will consider the opening balance date and it will give you the ledger aging. But if you have a batch, if you have maintained it in a batch, so it will give you the clear figures. So Bob, there is a question from Bob again, like can Tally Prime support multiple companies? If yes, what is the limit? Yes, Tally Prime support multiple companies, and the thing is you don't have any limit. You can maintain unlimited companies. And even for masters, you don't have any limit. You can maintain it in unlimited. So Janvier has a question. Can Tally assign duties to different users and limit for? Yes, you have. I already updated on this. Like you have a separate module for security. So using this Tally, in Tally we can assign different tasks for different users, and based on the assigned work, he will be having those options, and he can work on only those options. That can be done in Tally. It is possible. Okay, Rupesh, I think there are no questions. You can just conclude, Rupesh.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Salman, for such a wonderful presentation. And thank you, Mr. Prasad, for the overall coordination for this webinar. And I would also like to thank all the participants for your active participation. We'll be conducting a series of webinars on regular basis, and your future participation also will be highly appreciated. If you have any further queries, you can message me through WhatsApp or you can call me directly. Now we conclude today's webinar, and I thank all again and have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining the session. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thanks, Salman. Thanks, Rupesh ji. Thanks, everyone.